What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I am your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. You know I got another banger for you, so kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
I appreciate everybody showing mad love to the live stream last night. Of course, we had the post-game reaction from Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever taking on Enrique Ngumbawale and those Dallas Wings they were coming into a game. They were coming into this game on a 3-game win streak. They were hot. Of course, Caitlin and the gang got it done. Kelsey Mitchell was incredible. Delissa Smith had a very good game. Lexi Hull, the usual suspects. Aaliyah Boston held it down in the paint. Now, after the game, we know that the Indiana Fever are the hottest ticket in the WNBA. They are must-see TV, right? We know that. On the road, they're selling out games. Their fans travel really well. At home, they are selling out games. They have the highest average attendance by a good amount in the WNBA. So wherever they play, the fans are going to show up, and you're going to see a lot of Caitlin jerseys. And this rubbed some of the Dallas Wing players the wrong way, to the point where one of their star players who had a big game, Satou Sabally, came out and called out the fans and felt like Dallas could do a better job of showing up. She said it was too many Caitlin jerseys that packed that joint, man.
Obviously, it's annoying because there were way too many Caitlin fans in our area. But, it just kudos because it's amazing to see so many people in women's basketball jerseys. It's amazing to see the excitement and the joy that comes out of that. So, although I feel like our Dallas fans could have done better, I had mixed feelings, obviously, seeing all the Caitlin jerseys in our home, but it's an amazing sign for women's basketball, and it's just great how far we've come, and it's just fun. Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing.
I do want to say I think Satou is a great player. She is potentially a free agent this upcoming year and could end up being a top target for the Fever. I don't think it was disrespectful. I think she had a valid point. Like, when you're at home, you expect your fans to dominate the noise and attendance, and that did not happen. Caitlin's jerseys were everywhere, and it was a little off-putting to see the opposition, the road team, have more support in your home stadium, in your home arena than you do. It's nuts. But I do respect her for paying homage, man. Like, we see that she's acknowledging the fact of the growth of the game, how Caitlin Clark, the effect, has just taken over the league and brought it to new heights that they've never seen before. I mean, we've seen the charter flights, most nationally televised games, millions of endorsements getting poured in and sponsorships to the league as well as players. There were players that kicked the door open and allowed this to really go into fruition, but Caitlin and this rookie class have completely taken over. We've never seen a following in the women's game like Caitlin Clark, bro. Like, it is madness. To the point where she's taking over home arenas, y'all. She's taking away arenas. She's taking away other people's homes. She's comfortable wherever she's at. Caitlin is an OG right now. She a gangster right now. She's good wherever she goes. She's good everywhere. She don't have to tap in. She's good everywhere. I mean, she's up there hyping up the crowd, telling them to make some more noise as she buries their home team, and they're loving it. We've never seen this before. This is Bron-esque. This is LeBron-esque type of impact we're seeing right now, where people aren't even fans of the Fever, some of them. They're just fans of Caitlin and would follow her on whatever team she would go on. And of course, she's must-see TV. She was lights out in this contest. Caitlin closed out the game with 28 points, 12 assists, another double-double, and 4 rebounds. And then we know Kelsey Mitchell, 36, 3, and 6 to lead the Fever to another win, man. They're 6-1 since the break. They've been the hottest team post-Olympic break. And shout out Satou. She had 25 as well. Like, no disrespect there. She definitely hooped. And I get where she's coming from. She was very respectful. A lot of love, a lot of praise, and a lot of happiness to see the impact that it's having on the league. But she said, Dallas, you got to do better. And, I mean, honestly, the game was close to their regular attendance, looking at, like, the stats on that. So yesterday, 6,251 people attended the game, according to ESPN. If you look down here near the bottom, that is a bit over Dallas's average attendance of 6,051 fans. Through 16 games, they've also, we got to take into consideration, were a playoff team last year, and they were one of the worst teams they've been one of the worst teams in the league, only 9 wins this year. So, I mean, that definitely contributes to it as well. You look at the Fever's average attendance, leading the league by a very wide margin, 16,978 games. Caitlin Clark is a machine. Like, this is crazy. #1 selling jersey in the league. It's been incredible. Just to see, like, one player can completely transcend the league the way she has. It's been nuts. And she's got opposing players calling out their fans, y'all, telling them they're not loud enough, telling them they're not showing up. Because when she looks in the crowd, Satou is seeing way too many Clark jerseys, man. It's a cult. It's the most supportive and probably largest fan base that we've seen for a female athlete, man. Like, they are not playing about Caitlin. And I want to read something really quick, too, from Coach Sides, who I feel like I was very hard on. A lot of people are hard on her still and have been. I think she's improved as a coach dramatically. Like, she's still not great at managing the timeouts. The rotations are still a little suspect, in-game adjustments. But she's a lot better right now of managing this team and also just letting Caitlin play free, letting her and Kelsey Mitchell really carry the squad, playing from the outside in instead of the inside out. She's made some adjustments that should be celebrated. And you know, she knows that she's got the keys to a Ferrari, and all she has to do is not crash it. After the win, Saad says they laid it out there. We just keep talking about emptying our tank. The confidence that they're playing with, I'm proud of the road games. The road games have been tough. We just keep talking about momentum, keeping our foot on the gas. They are the hottest ticket in the WNBA. Everybody's coming to see the Fever play, and they're taking everybody's best shot. This is some teams' Super Bowls, believe it or not, man. When the Fever come to town, teams are just way over their average. They're topping their average on the season. When the Fever come to town, tickets are getting sold. It is must-watch TV. So I think, like Satou, the league should be thanking them. Like, yo, when the Fever come to town, you going to make some money. It's going to boost your economy. When Caitlin and the Fever come to town, it's going to boost your economy a little bit. And attendance is going to be probably the highest it'll be all season for you. So having that impact is dope. And I think, you know, there's been some players that have thrown some shade, thrown some hate, saying that she's getting special treatment, special calls, the superstar calls and all that, and calling out the fan base as well for dragging players that come for Caitlin or foul her too hard or, you know, disrespect her in any way. Then there's been a lot of legends and I mean, there's been some legends too, like Cheryl Swoops, that have thrown some shots and was actually removed from the broadcast for Dallas of this game. Then there's been other legends, there's been other players that have shown love, you know, given admiration, and realized that this impact and what Caitlin is doing is good for the entire league, and it's shining a light on players that weren't known before that are becoming household names in their own right, man. I know this rookie class came in with a lot of hype, and I think they're exceeding expectations. People were, at one point, were saying, like, this was one of the worst rookie classes we've seen. Like, Gino Auriemma said that. Like, we've heard people say that, and it's like, I don't know about that, bro. From a cultural standpoint and from a statistic standpoint, you got Caitlin Clark leading the league in assists. You got Angel Reese leading the league in rebounds. Cameron Brink at one time was leading the league in blocks. Like, you're talking about high-quality impact players within this rookie group. And we still haven't even seen the likes, really, of Nika Mule and Alyssa Peely, stars I think that could, like, players that I really think could help their teams. that aren't getting minutes that I think will develop down the line and be really good pros in their own right, just not having the same start. You think about Aaliyah Edwards, Rakia Jackson is incredible. She's definitely a first-team All-WNBA type of all-star level talent, a franchise player of sorts. Sparks hit 2 home runs with Brink as well as Jackson. Like, this class is super, super talented. Camila Cardoso, of course, has the potential to be a top 5 center in this league with her size, her raw skill set, ability, and shot blocking instincts. Like, this class is absolutely loaded, and I'm not trying to purposely leave anybody off, so if y'all feel like, there are some other names that should have been mentioned, J.C. Sheldon doing her thing as well, Celeste Taylor I think will be a good player. Y'all holler at me in the comments and let me know. Kate Martin doing her thing as well. Her playing time is completely dwindled with the Aces. She playing like 2 minutes a game now. But, she has been a quality role player for them when given the opportunity to make shots and play defense and hustle. So, yeah, man, shout out class of 2024. They are doing their thing. Or 2023, they are doing their thing. They are I'm tripping, 2024. They are doing their thing. They are definitely doing their thing. But y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, share, and let me know how y'all feel about all these situations. Of course, I will have more content throughout the day, and we'll be going live later today. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button to stay up with all the latest and the greatest. Of course, I am your host, Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, we out.